Hi, I'm Mark Borst. I'm the founder of rampantimaginations.com. I help businesses figure out what they want to do when they grow up. I help them through growing pains with digital marketing and website and web development. I love to listen to goals and understand what the organization is trying to get done. I think something that separates us from a lot of the other organizations that are out there. We don't want to come in with a canned cookie cutter approach. We love to understand the individual things that make up the project that makes it different. An example of that is a company called the William Country Broughton Foundation. They are an organization that came to us with a unique opportunity to help them give away money. They weren't selling anything. They really just wanted people to understand who they are, that they're a foundation willing to make the communities across America better. But they needed people to come in and help them understand that they were in existence and they had money to give. And through listening to them, working with them, and getting their goals, we now on average give them 20 to 30 organizations a month just by organic search online, coming in and asking for donations. How we work in tandem with the client and partner with them. Not necessarily, we don't think of ourselves just as a vendor. I try to look at every opportunity that we have to work with a client to really understand what makes them tick and the reasoning behind what they're looking for. And I find that really helps make the final project so much better because when their goals are firmly understood, we have different solutions in mind than other organizations might have. And we have capabilities that range from anywhere from marketing strategy to campaigns, graphic design, through web development, custom application design, production, hosting. Really depends upon what the client needs. We have a solution that fits together and it's a custom fit. It doesn't matter what the company already has together. We can slot into any particular area where they have a weakness. So maybe they have graphic designers, but they don't have any production people for websites. Maybe they have an application that they have in mind, but they don't have any custom programmers to build it. Whatever the company needs, we can slot ourselves into an area, understanding what needs to come beforehand, and also what we need to do, and what the person after us is going to have to work on, which makes transitions really seamlessly to plug us into an organization. Learning. I really love to learn new things. I'm always fascinated by how the world works and why people do what they do. And in my position, I get to work with so many different types of organizations and so many different types of industries and so many different types of markets. All my clients during the day are just really fun and varied, and I love seeing the variety of them, but at the same time understanding how they all work together and piece together. Again, I love learning and then being creative with what I've learned. I love taking an idea of what somebody wants to do for a particular product or a particular campaign or a particular goal that they've got, and just coming up with different ideas after learning more about who they're trying to reach. It's maybe some of the best ways that they've tried already. And just being creative with what they've coming up with and then giving them solutions that they're just so happy that they contacted us for because they just couldn't have thought of that on their own. Absolutely. I worked for a large ad agency in the area, and I was at a meeting one morning where they were going to do an estimate for a client to make a banner ad for a website page. And in that meeting, there was the director of new business, the director of the sales end of things. The vice president stopped by and stuck his head in. There's a graphic artist, there was a copywriter, there was me in the room. They blew the budget before anybody ever even sat down to talk. And the director of new business said, well, hey, why are you even talking to these people anyway? Because if they don't have $50,000, we really don't want to talk to them. We want to have these clients and larger. And I thought to myself, well, what happens to all the small, medium-sized businesses that are in the area that could benefit from the power that these people have to influence lives in the media? And they weren't going to have that opportunity, same opportunity to grow. And I said, there's got to be a blue water market out there. And 17 years later, I'm absolutely right. It's been a fantastic ride. And all these small, medium-sized businesses that are out now have this capability available to them when they work with me. I'm an agency without the overhead. I don't have all those additional people to get into the way. Communication lines are shorter. And we can just sit down and focus on the problems and solve them together. I would say my coolest thing I've achieved so far is working on the website for the William Gundry Broughton Foundation. It's a project that's really near and dear to my heart. I really enjoyed working with the people. They literally had nothing before I showed up to talk with them. They didn't have a logo. They never had business cards. They don't even have an office. They just get together in the conference room of a law firm in the middle of Scotia, New York. They really had no idea what websites were really involved with in producing one. They had no idea to do any kind of marketing, but these people just got together and changed people's lives 4 times a year by handing out lots and lots of money. They were just stuck in a situation where during COVID, people just started requesting donations a lot less frequently. At the same time, the stock market went crazy and they were in danger of becoming a for-profit organization. And they were really up against the wall. They really need to find, in a very short period of time, people to come in and request donations to help draw down the money in their kitty so they could remain a charitable organization and stay afloat. And it was, for me, a really heartwarming thing to be able to come in and to help them out, help guide them through that process, help them figure out exactly what they needed, getting them that web presence built up, and then kickstarting it with going out through my own network. In addition to the other advertising pieces that we put out, I went to my own network connections and quickly spread the word to as many people as I could about the organization, and have gotten, since then, many more people to apply, and that wouldn't have done before, didn't even know that they were there, to increase those donation requests to come out. And the company has been ecstatic with the amount of response they've gotten over the past 2 years. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. And the reason why I like that one so much is when you're running your own business, you realize how many hats that you actually have to wear. And whether it's accounting, whether it's new business, whether it's doing production, whether it's even just getting receivables in after your projects are completed. When you're an entrepreneur, there are so many more hats even than that. And the ones we tend to forget also are also family related, or personal relationship related, or even our personal life related. And we can let all of those things really kind of overwhelm us, and keeping those in balance is really, really tough. And some days we just feel beaten down. I see that saying and I realize, well, maybe some days the business has me down. Some days my family has me down. Some days I have me down. And being able to look at that helps me realize that it's just a point in time. It's going to get better, and I'm just going to stay the course. Believe in yourself, that you can really do what you want to do. And if you think about something that you want to do, visualize it, write it down, and you really can have it. It's amazing that if you tell yourself that at someday I want to have my own business, well, start writing that down. Start making it a reality by writing out details for it, exactly what you want, exactly how you're going to feel once you have it. I find that doing that kind of a manifestation work really has helped me over the years in many ways. Helped me understand where I wanted to go, and also helped me understood that things I needed to do to get there, and recognize when it actually happened.